Hi guys, it's me. I know this is like a little over a week old, but I was gonna do a video last Monday, but excuse me, but I had stuff to do. But I wanted to talk about not this previous weekend, but the weekend before when I was in Iowa. I was like a kid in a candy store, like Friday night at the Farrar School. I'm talking about Friday night. It was quiet, just personal experience. I think it was because there was a lot of people and all that. But Saturday we had different events, and there was a psychic medium there and that and like Saturday night. Normally I would have personal experience, but I don't know if you guys believe in sage and all that. And there was two girls that did that, like that has experience in doing that. Well, I had that on me. They had to do that to, make sure there was no attachments. And like Saturday night, oh my god, that was when I was like a kid in a candy store. Like we had three groups. There was a group of four that was from Wisconsin, up by Pike Falls. There was another group of four that was from that was 2 hours away from Farrar. Then there was another group, which was me and these two girls. Like these two girls knew each other, but I was with them. Then I was with this girl Jody. She was part of the team of the Fox Valley Ghost Hunters, and we were up in the auditorium, like on the third floor of the Farrar. And before we started experience. Like I was sitting just like this, like in a corner, and there was a doorway like off this way, and something caught my attention, and I look over there, and it was like a little kid peeking its head like this and darting off. And I was like, shut the front door, got up, checked the hallway, nothing, and so I sat back down, and like you could literally hear like the little kids running on the floor, going up the stage, hitting the REM pod, running back down, and that was happening all night. So then we switched. Like my team went down to the gymnasium, to the boiler room, and my group, we stayed in there for like 5 minutes because we felt so uncomfortable. Like you could tell something was there, and like we could hear the janitor. Like it was, because when you walk in, it was like one kind of like where the store is stuff. Then you walk in again, and there was a boiler room. Then there was a room off where they also keep like supplies, and another room. So it was like 3 rooms off from the boiler room, and it's like where we sat. We sat over by the boilers, and we could literally see like a shadow figure in that one room. And we asked the question, we're like, if you want us to leave, make a noise. Well, there were bats in there, but we know what the bats sounded like, like we kind of brushed some of the noise off from that, but we asked the janitor if you want us to leave, make a noise, and it made a noise. So we're like, okay, we're gonna respect that. So like we just left. Well, it was like a normal gymnasium, so we sat by the bleachers, and we were settling down. Like Jody had her daughter Taylor with, and a lot of the kids were experienced with Taylor. And there was this girl, Kristen, like Taylor was like, do you want some candy? I got candy here. And the kids would come up like interacting. And I don't know what caught my attention. I look over in the room where you go in the boiler room. I seen a shadow man, like the shadow figure. and he went into the boiler room like a minute or so later. This girl Kristen said she heard like um like the janitor drinking something. I was like, thank you, you guys just confirmed what I seen. In like maybe like 5-10 minutes after that happened, I seen like a shadow, like how somebody's walking, and I was like, shut the front door, and everybody's like, what? And I was like, I pointed my flashlight to where I seen the shadow, and I was like, I seen a shadow right there, and then the other team member came down and it scared the living daylights out of us, and he's like, if you don't mind, we would like to use Taylor, as a trigger object. So we all just went up there with him, and we went into the auditorium again, and again, we could feel little kids running up the stage coming back down, and like it was a pretty awesome night. Besides the people that were not included in the investigation stopping because they were trying to come into the building, so the founder of the Fox Valley Ghost Hunters and another team member went out and tried talking, to see what's up with that. And so we continued, and again, me and this girl Jody, we seen a little girl standing up in the doorway. Like, it was just an awesome experience. And that's all we kept on seeing. But eventually, like about 12:30, 1 o'clock, it was like kind of dying down. And no, like, I know if you have like making familiar noises for the kids, and that's what we did, like a little bit after 1. So then one of the team members like, it's recess, I'm gonna walk you guys off for recess, and you could literally hear kids lining up going off for recess. And the founder of the Fox Valley Ghost Hunters, like me and him, we were sitting by the door, we were literally hearing little kids in the hallway. And I know if you watch videos on YouTube about the Farrar School, they were talking about the principal and that one teacher, the one of the sensitive girls that was there, like she could feel somebody behind her. In the second of Friday night, when this was happening, the second medium was like, oh, the teacher with the stick is behind you and she's telling you to shh, like I guess she was angry with this, the teacher was angry with this girl. Like, it's like an awesome experience. Like, it's different when you watch it on TV. Like, it's one thing when you watch it on TV, but it's different when you're actually there to experience it. And I would love to go back to Farrar School, because when I went to the school in Wisconsin Rapids, like, I had personal experience. I caught an EVP when one of the team members said that the light, she's like, the light in the kitchen just went on, and I heard a little girl say, help me. And you know how cats like to rub against your legs? Like, that's what I felt. Like, I felt like when the room gets colder, there's a present coming. Like, I felt like stuff like that. Then the Berlin Tannery in Berlin, Wisconsin, it's like I just had personal experience again. Like, it's just weird. Sorry, there's one of my neighbors is walking past, and she doesn't know I have a YouTube channel. But anyways, so I'm just gonna be quiet for a second. But anyways, like, the Farrar School was like the hot spot for me, and if my local paranormal group goes back to the Farrar School, I'm gonna like go. It was like, cause it's what I actually seen a full body apparition. I actually seen a shadow. Like, it's just awesome. Cause next time I go to the Farrar School, one of my friends' husband is also into this stuff, and I'm gonna see if him and his daughter too is into this. I'm gonna see if they both want to come next year if they decide to go, and so I know I should have did a video last Monday, and it's like the experience will never go away, like. And I keep telling people, I was like, after I seen the full body operation and all that, I was like, I don't know how in the hell I fell asleep Saturday night. Because one of the girls closed the door to the boiler room. No, the door wasn't open when we woke up. And I laid down. It took me like at least 5 minutes to fall asleep. Next thing I know, it's like 7:30 Sunday morning. It's like I wanted to fall back to sleep. But yet, at the same time, I knew I had to get out, get ready to drive back to Wisconsin. Oh my God, speaking of the drive, like, the drive there wasn't so bad. Like, traffic wasn't insane as I thought it was. When I got to Dubuque, Iowa, like, you would cross the Mississippi River, and the sign is standing up, says, welcome to Iowa, and bam, it's like you're in the heart of the city of Dubuque, and I'm like, but I stayed in the lane that I was going to use the most. I let cars pass me if they need to pass. Once I got to Cedar Rapids, Iowa, traffic wasn't all that insane as I thought it would be. Because, it's a bigger city, how it is with 3 lanes, and it was pretty sad. A vehicle from my own state of Wisconsin pretty much cut me off because I think she was trying to go to the airport exit. I'm like, seriously, people, like, because normally when I go a long distance, my road rage kicks in. Surprisingly not. Like, then on the way, because I forgot to ask my friend for her GPS, so I had to use my phone. And on my way back, it wasn't so bad because, like, the area looked familiar to me. So, like, I would turn my GPS off every, like, 10 to 20 miles. I would turn my GPS. Like, if I had, like, 70, 80 miles, I wouldn't have it on because I found out that's what drained my battery. And, like, I would turn it on every 10 to 20 miles to see, how much further I have to go and all that. And once I got to Lodi, Wisconsin, like, I knew where to go. Because when I went to class for work, I stayed in Lodi, and my class was in Tornet, which was like a 5-minute drive. But on the other news, in beginning of October, the first weekend in October, I'm going to Minnesota. It's about a 5.5-hour drive, same amount of time as I went to Iowa. I'm going to the what's that hotel? It's like something Palace, something Palm Hotel or something like that in Minnesota. And I follow Nick Groth from Paranormal Lockdown / Ghost Adventures. I follow his Nick Groth tour thing on Facebook, and that's how I found this out. I get to meet Steve Gonzalez from Ghost Hunters, which I'm very excited about. I'll, when it gets closer, because I got an email from the thing saying they don't send the tickets out until like a week to that, which is understandable because, what if you lose it, and when the time gets closer to that, I'm going to look up more information on it's like a haunted hotel, and I'm going to find more information once school starts for me, and I'll look up information, write down that, and I'll do a video on it. It'll be within the next couple weeks or so that I'll do a video on that, but I just want to get this video going about my experience last weekend and that, and so yeah, but I'm gonna go because it's my day off. until next week or my next day off. But this past weekend, I had a bachelorette party to go to because I'm setting up in a wedding in less than 2 weeks. And we had a party bus. And because one of my friends like, oh, we can't take alcohol on the bus. But like, that's the point of a party bus. It's called a party bus for a reason. You can bring alcohol on it. So we did, and like the driver, obviously he's getting paid to drive us. So he's like, well, wherever you guys want to go, just let me know, and I'll take you guys there, because we had the bus from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. And we started out in Oshkosh because we were going to stay at my friend's cousin's house, because she lives in Oshkosh. And we started at her cousin's house. Then we went to a couple bars in Oshkosh, took a shot, had a drink or two. Then we went to Appleton, and oh my god, it was just fun. So yeah, I'm gonna go. Till then, bye.